Right. Yeah. I'm getting good, man. I'm getting good at this.
What you got there?
It's called a kendama. My friend Tommy gave it to me.
A what?
A kendama.
Would you come on? We got an episode to shoot.
I'm playing, man. I ain't got time for that right
Quit
now.
playing with yourself and come on.
One eternity later.
Welcome everybody to episode 4 of Heavy Metal Horror Show. I think today we're going to get into a movie that a friend of mine had suggested to us.
Yeah.
It's such an awesome movie.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
I'll tell you what.
This movie is called Basketcase. And it is as amazing as it may sound. It received 77% on Rotten Tomatoes. Got a 6.3 out of 10 rating. And 54% in the popcorn rating.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which popcorn rating is a percentage of users that have given it 3.5 stars or above, up to 5.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good for a movie
Like that.
like this that also had a budget of $35,000.
God.
Same as, not quite the same outcome, but the same start as Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, and that's not like an underhanded blow or anything to the director. I mean, it's
Well,
still
Nightmare on Elm Street had $1 million budget.
Did it? I thought it was 35.
1.1 million.
Oh, I'm
And they
sorry.
made 57.1 million. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. We could edit that.
It was
out or
more
just
like
leave it.
like Terrifier.
Terrifier had 35.
Yeah, maybe that's what you were thinking. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so sweet. Well, thanks for fact checking me on that, bud.
Do what I can.
Hell yeah. So this movie is it's
I'm sorry.
it's amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It's kind of funny too because I've seen the picture of this thing in a couple of memes and GIFs across the internet, social networks over the last couple of years, and it's like one of those ones that you look at and you're like, "Whoa, the hell is that?" You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I never did like look at it beyond that, but like I said, Brandy suggested this to me, and so I was like, okay, let me YouTube search this and see what it's about, you know. And that was the first thing I saw, and I was like, oh my god, it's
That's the thing.
That's
That's
the weird
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
So,
It got popular recently for some reason.
yeah, people are starting, you know, wake up and be awesome.
That's true.
Wake up to horror movies.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I guess so.
But yeah, it's I love seeing that kind of stuff. You know, with cult classics and things like that. You know, and it sucks for them that maybe it didn't do well in the beginning.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but it was genuine. And when they were doing this, like I said, it had a relatively small budget. You
Yeah.
know? 1982 was when it came out. But the director Frank, I don't know if I even want to try to say his last name.
Hennelotter.
Hennelotter. Frank Hennelotter.
Hennelotter.
He no offense there, Frank Hennelotter.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it is. It's too many letters, man. I've got 4 in my last name. What are you doing? But yeah, he said he don't even care when he was making it. He was like, I don't care what it looks like. Nobody's going to see this anyway. He was just doing it because he was having fun.
Because he could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so if you don't know, this is the movie about a young man named Dwayne Bradley, who had a disfigured conjoined twin. It's kind of growing out of his midsection a little bit there.
Yeah.
Creepy as hell. So his dad kind of forced him to go. I guess he drug him to the doctors, to some surgeons,
Yeah.
and had his brother removed. You know, and they were pretty tight. They were pretty close. Probably as close as you can get.
As close as you can get.
Literally, you know.
Yeah.
So Yeah. He had him removed, and he didn't care if his brother's name was Belial.
Yeah.
Which I believe is like translates to one of the words for devil or something. And
I believe so.
back in the Hebrew days, something, I don't know. I don't speak that. I barely speak good English like what you do. No. So they removed his brother, and his dad didn't care if he died or not. They were actually, he was hoping his brother would die.
Right,
you know,
right.
kind of thought he was throwing him away, but apparently, you know, Dwayne woke up and found his brother and took him, kept him in a basket.
What's in the basket?
My brother.
Your brother!
Yeah, the movie is basically about that, and they're going back to get revenge on the doctors who have performed the surgery and left his brother to die.
Yeah.
You know, and it's about as amazing as it sounds. You know,
It really is
Which-
something.
that's, I mean, if you really think about it, man, that's like a pretty amazing idea for a movie, or just a story in general. Like to have a twin or brother
Yeah.
join, so you have him cut
Yeah.
off, and now you're going back for revenge because you didn't want him to be taken
Yeah.
from you, because his dad wanted the son that was okay to have a better quality of life.
Right, right. But they conveniently didn't share any organs or any like major like skeletal parts. It was just like, I think they said in the movie they were only joined by like some skin and muscle,
Yeah.
something like that.
Huh.
Yeah, that's how they were able to make it so real.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was very, very real.
Very real. Yeah,
Whew, man.
that'd get much more real.
Yeah. I mean, it's the most real thing I've ever seen. Really real.
God.
But
Yeah, it was freaky.
it was a very, very fun movie, though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, if you like a B horror movie, it doesn't get much better than Basketcase, really.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I forgot if we talked about this or not. I think there's a 2 and 3.
yeah.
I haven't seen any of those. I've just seen one, but I want to watch 2 and 3 now
Yeah, you
just to
have
see
to,
what
man.
happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because of the way one ended, you know, it's kind of like, well, how do they have a 2? Is it a different brother? Is it like, you know,
Yeah.
or I don't want to give it away. but
Maybe he's like
shit,
Michael Myers,
Could be. You know?
just indestructible.
Yeah, I mean, he was living without any extra limbs other than his arms and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. If you're not intrigued now,
Whew, man.
I don't know what'll get him now to watch it.
Yeah.
The suspense is terrible.
You watch Murder, She Wrote or something. I don't know. But yeah, man, I really, I didn't know what to expect at all going into this movie, other than that creature. But I'm glad it was recommended. I'm glad I checked it out. It was fun. It was just a funny and fun movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I showed it to my daughter and my nephew. Not the movie.
Did you?
Not the movie.
Oh, okay,
but,
okay.
But like just a little clip on YouTube, and when they saw the picture, they were kind of freaked out a little bit. And I was like, "Yeah, but you gotta watch this." And I hit play, and he was like running around, like, you know, where he's just like, I'm leaving that in.
You do it justice.
You like that, huh? I've been
Man,
working on it.
I feel like I just watched the movie again.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
now.
I've already got the look down. I just had to work on the voice for a little while there. Ooh, yeah, that's exactly right.
It was good. It
What
was
do
good.
you think about it, man?
I thought it was really good. I know it was meant to be like just scary, but it was also really funny as well. It's one of the best B horror movies I've ever seen,
You're goddamn right.
Yeah.
and I've seen a few. I don't know if it's as good as Troll 2 or not.
They're eating her. And then they're going to eat me. Oh my God!
But it's slightly below. And if you haven't seen Troll 2, you need to watch it.
Yeah, yeah. Troll 2 is a classic, man.
Yeah, yeah. We'll cover that one in a future episode.
Yeah.
Just because it's so good.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because I've seen it so many times, and this one caught me off guard. But like this one was more funny and fun to me. But there are so many quotable scenes in Troll 2.
Piss on hospitality. I want to
You know, I mean, it's a good one. We definitely got to cover that one soon.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. That's another like underground.
Let's come up with a quote list too that we could have ready.
Okay.
Because it's just so funny.
Yeah. All right. I won't piss on that idea.
Well, what's funny about this movie is that the budget was so low they had to improvise so much, and you can tell. But so I was told before I saw this movie, that you can tell that things were improvised and not really like at a at an actor level. But I didn't think the acting was that bad. Actually, I thought it was that was pretty good.
There she go. I knew that was coming.
It's plugged in.
Yeah, but that's the one that's got the smaller SD card.
Yeah. What issues these two though?
I guess. You're left with me.
But yeah, I was the acting isn't like like a A-list act. It wasn't A-list acting, but it was good. I thought it was really good for what it was.
Yeah. You have any favorite characters from the movie?
I don't know. I think Blaine, man, honestly.
Yeah.
It's because he was so.
Which one's Blaine?
Isn't Blaine the brother?
Dwayne.
Dwayne. Yeah. So I think my favorite character is Dwayne. Get out of here! Because he's just so awkward, and I don't know if that's his personality in real life or not, or he was playing like the role, but he did like can't imagine anyone else in that role. He was just so awkward, and then some of the things that he would say were just really funny, So I think he's my favorite character in the movie or actor in the movie. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I would have to say the. I guess he would be the landlord.
Oh God!
Like he can't
at the Broslin Hotel.
Yeah, he could barely like talk to somebody. It's like he's almost yelling every scene.
It's gone crazy. I know.
And I just love like it made me laugh so hard.
So hard.
And so many times where they'd all be like together, congregating in the hallway, trying to figure out what all this weird noise is and stuff. Yeah. And he'll come up there and he's all huffing and puffing and mad, and he's like, "Get out of the way!" Like, what's going on? And he's like looking around.
He was always mad.
Yeah, it's like he barely looked into anything. He's like, "Nothing to see here. Go back to your rooms." He's just like yelling the whole time, man.
That's his acting style, man.
Yeah, and it was so funny, man. I loved every time he showed up after a couple of scenes when I got like his vibe.
Like, wait for it.
I was like, "Oh, here he comes! Here he comes!"
Yeah, he's gonna get fired up again.
Yeah, it's so cool, man.
It's awesome.
I love
awesome.
I love those characters.
Well, you're gonna finish the sentence. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say the makeup on some of these women in there was just like so like
thick.
Yes, I guess they didn't really have makeup figured out at that point, or maybe the budget was so low, or maybe they just didn't know how to do makeup, but it was so overly done and awesome, like super rosy red cheeks, and maybe they were meant to look like that. Maybe I don't know.
It did add to the aesthetic of the film, though, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know if they meant to like have a certain aesthetic, or if that lended to the aesthetic later on, like helped with it. I don't know.
Yeah, like kind of dated it.
Yeah, but either way, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely check out Basketcase. It was something. I actually looked up a few facts about the movie because after watching it, I thought about the did you know in part of our show. And
sorry, I messed up your whatever you were saying, like trying to do like a little horn.
No, I appreciate it. We needed some sound effects right there. It's a big deal.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. Carry on, kind sir. I will refrain from being an ass of Jack.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to Jack Hickman, Action Jack, the man, the myth, the legend.
Action Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Royal boots, except no substitute. Sorry. Shout out to the kayak buddies. That's all.
So after watching the movie, I was like, well, let me look up a few things that some, lesser known facts, I guess, about the movie. And what I found was I thought was pretty funny. So, at the end of the movie, they have like that long list of credits with names. Well, most of the names were made up. The crew was so small.
What?
That like they didn't have enough people, and they wanted to make it look like it was a bigger crew. So they made up names in the credits.
It just keeps getting better and better, man.
Yeah, I know. It kind of adds to the whole.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
And I don't know if you remember the part that it was Dwayne. He was in the hotel when he was checking in. He had that like wad of money.
Yeah.
That was actually like the budget for the movie.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, they put it in the scene.
Damn.
Yeah. And,
That's awesome.
And another funny thing that I found out about the movie was that the budget was so low that the crew members actually had to go dumpster diving to grab furniture. And a lot of the furniture, a lot of the furniture that they took out of dumpsters were like in the scenes for the movie.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, but they made it work. They made it happen.
Yeah. Here we are again, That was
Yeah.
in 82. It's 24 and we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Man. That's so awesome, dude.
It is
I love
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
That is so awesome, man. Damn. Dumpster diving.
Dumpster diving. Yep.
Yeah. So, Kevin, and this is the last name I probably shouldn't try to pronounce. But, I guess I'm going to. Kevin Van Hentenrick. Hentenrick. Give Rick a hint. I will never say that again. I might even cut that.
Don't do that.
Probably not. Probably not, because who cares?
I leave it.
It's fun, right? We're doing this off
Yeah, who
the
cares?
cuff a little bit. We got a couple of notes, but,
Just talking. Yeah.
who cares?
Who cares?
Anyway, he played Dwayne. If you didn't know that.
Okay, I did
Did
not
you
know
know?
his real name. No.
Did you know? I don't know when this picture was taken, but it looks pretty recent. So I'm going to go ahead and just call it today.
Okay.
That's all I got. No.
And that's my story.
That's my story. We're going to say that on every episode. I don't care who you is.
If you haven't seen the campaign, watch it.
I laughed so
I
hard.
laughed so hard.
You ever get that counter I sent? One with animals dressed in human clothing.
As if he wasn't tall enough as is.
You look like Richard Simmons crapped out a hobbit.
You look like Richard Simmons just crapped out a goddamn hobbit.
I make you proud.
I make it real.
I make you real proud.
Oh, man.
So anyway, your boy Kevin, he still today has the same haircut that he had in the movie.
Yeah, right.
In this picture, man, it was a little more gray, but it's the same
Damn.
kind of same kind of hairdo.
We're gonna have to show it
Yeah.
for the,
We'll drop that in
for the viewers.
Yeah, for the viewers, for sure. So while Kevin was attending the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, he found a love for sculpting,
Okay.
like stone sculpting.
Really?
Yeah, and he loved it so much that he ended up changing his primary focus from acting to doing that, and that's what he does today. He sculpts like stone signs and stuff like that. You see him all throughout like parts of New York.
Left the acting world
Stuff.
behind.
He did. He was living. I forget what city he was in, what town, but he had gotten a condo there around probably 80s or 90s or so, and I guess it was booming. And like he said, Robert De Niro moved in around the corner. Anyway, Robert De Niro moved in, and then like some other people, like it just started growing a little bit, and he was just kind of like, yeah, this ain't for me, like he moved upstate New York somewhere, I think, and
Wow.
and resides there, and he's a sculptor now.
He carved out a life for himself.
Woo, he sure did, man. That was nuts. I'm so sorry. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
too.
That was
I am
beautiful.
too.
That was good.
It kind of worked, right?
It did. It did. We're,
Yeah.
we're gonna leave that in. I don't care who you is. Who you are.
I think.
So while I was checking into this dude, I noticed another picture a little bit further down his page, and and he was standing there like he had a LTD Flying V strapped on and a Misfits T-shirt, and I was like, "What the hell?" You know. So I searched him on YouTube, and he's got a band and all kind of stuff. And
Really?
yeah, I think his band is called Naive, and he's playing guitar and doing vocals in a video that I saw.
Really?
And he's got 2 daughters that were singing backup with him and stuff. So he's got like kind of like a family band going on and stuff.
That's funny.
So he's an actor, sculptor.
Was it good? The music?
author. It was pretty good.
Regular Renaissance man.
Hey,
I tell
he's
you
got the
what.
Brian May haircut and everything, you know. No,
That's
it was
awesome.
good, man. It was, you know, I've definitely heard worse, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I've played
cool.
worse, you know. So
I probably have
it
too.
was enjoyable, you know.
That's cool.
Um,
That's really cool.
yeah, and in 2017, the Museum of Motion Art selected Basketcase for preservation and restoration.
Really?
Yeah, yep. They restored it and
Wow.
re-released it in 4K.
I need to see it in
They
4K
did,
now.
They did it in 4K.
Jeez. Oh.
Check it out. We
That's
got to do a Steve Brule right there or something.
Check it out. Check it out.
Let's check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, that's. I think when I went through my notes here.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's really good stuff.
It
Well,
was
anyway, it's a good movie. Like if you
yeah,
want to just like chill out and not have to think about anything for a while, you know, if you don't want to think about anything for a little while, just watch some brainless horror.
yeah.
It's a great movie.
It really is. Like go into it
With an open mind.
Don't expect some crazy stuff going on, and just go in like. I don't know if you go into it with a bad mood and change your mood, but go into it like being ready to laugh or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but
Yeah.
um,
I know for me, like I
just
didn't
look for it to be fun.
Yeah. And it's awesome not knowing what to expect too. So I wouldn't recommend watching a trailer for it first.
No.
I'd recommend just going for it. Just watch it. You know?
We gave you more than you need to know from a trailer,
Yeah.
or than you would get from a trailer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely
It's a good movie.
check
though.
that out.